Oh, okay. Hi guys, I'm out and about. The world has reopened, and I'm at a coffee shop, kind of a cool one. It's not at a part of the day where it's busy, but I was here on Sunday and it was totally packed. I'll take you down and let you see this coffee shop. This is going to be yet another long form, long stream post. Oh, look, they've got outlets right there. Okay, I'll remember that when I come back. So I think I'm going to come back here now that I've done my lesson planning. I'm going to come back here and play video games because I've got no internet at all at my hotel. And I'm trying to get out of here and go down to back down to Hainan, the beach town that I was at before. Oh, it's still a little wobbly on my foot. I can walk now. I'm not hobbling too much. Pretty much, I don't want to say recovered. I still have a little bit of pain, and I'm not exactly a fast walker yet, but the gout attack has passed. Yeah, I mean, things are pretty good. The only worries I'm having right now is trying to work out like how I can get back down to that town. I don't another coffee shop over here. I don't know how long it's going to take to get my visa extension. I'm having to get another visa extension. I've been here, and this will be the third month. So that's not great. It's going to take a while to get that visa extension. Apparently, I didn't know what holiday it was. It's Labor Day. You guys, everybody that's in the U.S., I assume that's most of you watching. International Labor Day is May Day, May 1st, and apparently this is like a 4 or 5 day holiday here. I think it's 5 days in China this year. They said it was 4 days here, and it normally takes 5 days to get the visa extension. So that's 10 days. I turned it in 2 days ago, and then I talked to her today, and she's like, oh, yeah, it'll be the 10th. Today's the 28th of May, and she's saying it'll come back on the, April. She's saying it'll come back on the 10th of June. I need to get my hair cut. And I was like, it really can't take that long. It should be back by the 5th. Yeah, I'm kind of not pleased with that. So I'm going to try and get her to push that. And I may have to leave her hotel in a couple of days because it seems like she's dragging her feet. Because otherwise, she doesn't really have any customers. And I don't. That's one of a million reasons why it's stupid to have this government-issued visa extension coming through. You have to get it from travel agencies or some other kind of private agent. It's like there's just no incentive to get this done quick for her. She's telling me it's going to take till the 10th, and then I've got to look for a cheap flight. Anyway, sorry, I just saw my friend out on the front stoop. He's, I might have a... Elevator's not coming. He's the front desk guy. He's always giving me advice on the gout and how to lose weight and stuff like that. Nice guy. Yeah, so, I mean, I get it, but the thing is, I'm running out of money here. And, I don't know what I'm going to do when I get to the end of it. I've written off going back to the States because things are so bad there. And obviously not going to be able to find a work there. If I wasn't before, I sure can't now. So that's kind of, out of the range of possibility. I don't know. I honestly do not know how long this is going to take to reopen the border to China, but the door in the elevator never closes. But yeah, I mean, how long is it going to take to reopen? This will be 2 months since it closed if I get another month extension. Is it going to take longer than that? This is crazy. I get that they don't want people with the disease coming in, but they've got to arrange something where people can get into the country that live there. Certainly, I'm sure people that Easterners, foreigners that live in Western countries are also having trouble. So I hate to pretend like this is something that's just a China thing, but I was thinking the other day, this is more than 6 months, more than half a year out of 5 years that I've lived in China, that I have been waiting outside the country to get in. And well, I mean, the majority of that obviously was back when I was in the United States waiting on my paperwork to come through so I could come back. And that took about five months. That's nuts. And, you know, as long as it was a one-time thing, I kind of wrote it off and said, well, so what? It's, you know, it is what it is. You've got to wait for the paperwork. But now I add that to this, when they just closed the border to people who had legitimate visas to be living in China. And that's more than half a year out of just 5 years. So it's no longer a one-time thing. I don't think it's enough to establish a pattern yet, but it's enough to say, well, you know, this is just something that happened once or for one reason. And then whenever they want, they just block you out and go, yep, you can't come in. Okay, that's fine, but it certainly makes me rethink staying in China long term. But we'll see. I got to pause this again. There's no pause on this. You have to just put the stuff together later. Sorry. Okay. I hope you guys can hear this. Got the mic attached to my mask. Okay, so what was I saying before? Who knows? Hard to say, really. I was complaining because the lady that runs the hotel is dragging her feet on getting my visa back, my visa extension. And it's even worse than what I thought before. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to be understanding because I know her business is probably going completely under. I'm not even sure it's legit business because everything else is open. People are out and about. Hotels are open, restaurants, shops, so you can easily see here that everything's open. And yet her hotel's, the front door is still closed. I still have to bang on the gate that they drop in front, like, you know, they see these gates. I have to bang on that in the middle of the day to get somebody to come open it to let me in. That's odd. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you need to keep the door closed if you're a real, you know, business? I don't understand what's going on with them. But she got me the stamp before for the visa extension, so she obviously knows what she's doing. But now she's saying it's going to take till the 14th of May before I can get my visa extension back. The month is half gone by the 14th. And that's for the month of May. It doesn't make any sense. That means I have to sit around and wait outside the you know, government agency, not literally obviously, but I'm just sitting around waiting for this thing for half of the time it's good for. It doesn't, that doesn't not pass the smell test. You know, when the lockdown first started, it made sense because I'm sure everything was, you know, crazy and you know, things took a lot longer. Okay, I get that. But I turned this into her on the 26th, and now she's telling me it won't come back until the 14th of next month? That's stupid. So I told her I was leaving her hotel. I told her, you know, I paid up through the 1st, and I told her I was going to leave. I was just like, all this is you're trying to get me to stay in this hotel, and at the very least, I'm going to not reward you for it. But the real problem is, I don't know if I can check into another hotel. I don't know if I can check into another hotel without my passport. Like, that's, you cannot keep someone's passport that long. That doesn't make any sense. I can't do anything with it now. And what if I, you know, it's probably not even worth worrying about, really, but what if the Chinese border opens within the next 3 weeks? That means I've got to sit here and wait on this visa extension to come back and not go back to China. That's ridiculous. I can't leave. I can't let them have my passport for that long. She's got to either come up with a way to fix this, or I've got to find somebody who knows what they're doing. So I asked her for my passport back. I gave it to her 2 days ago. I don't know if she's turned it in yet, but I have to get it back. I can't let her sit on this passport for the next however many weeks just because she's, you know, understandably, I know she's probably going to go out of business. Half the businesses here are probably going to go under. She has no customers, but that's not my problem. I can't give her my passport for that long. Anyway, I'm just trying to figure out what to do now. I'm giving you guys a good view of the city as I walk down to the park. My foot's good enough. I don't think I'm going to walk around the park, but I'm going to walk to it and then probably eat some chicken. I'm going to have some fried Popeye's chicken. What else did I want to put on here? Let's see what I got. That was a quick. When you're venting, time really flies. It's already 5 minutes. Okay. What else do I want to tell you guys? So what I'm trying to do, what I'd like to do, is get back to this beach town. That's not the most important thing, but getting my passport back is. So I just don't feel good about staying in Hanoi. It's a fine town. I like it. If I was on vacation, I'd try to have a good time. But honestly, big city, I don't want to be in a big city right now until this whole coronavirus thing passes. I would rather be in a small town where there's fewer people and you're less likely to be, you know, coronavirus. So I'd like to get out of here as soon as possible. Since I've been stuck here for a month, I'm kind of done with it. Like I said, it's a cool town, but you can't really enjoy anything. Most stuff is open now. I actually expected a lot of tourist stuff to be closed, but I'm not a tourist. I don't have the money to be a tourist right now, so I can't really enjoy most of it. Whereas if I go back to the beach, I can walk up and down the beach for free. The weather is nice, consistently nice down there. Yeah, it's a lot cleaner. I don't know, I just liked it. I really liked it. And if I'm gonna have to go sit somewhere, it's also cheaper down there. But then also there's trying to figure out how to make some money while I'm away. I just turned in all the lesson plans that I made for Frank. I don't know if they're gonna have any classes for me. I'm not counting on them for anything. I'm going to head out tomorrow and try to put together shit, what? I forgot what I was going to say. A resume one of these teach English online things. Do that. Well, that walk was a little harder on my foot than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I'm going to do the teach online thing. I'm going to try and do that. I had a friend recommend it. A friend who used to work in China. She's in South America now, but I assume she's on lockdown too. She said it's bad down there, and then she gave some numbers that looked very small to me, but I was like, okay. And she's doing it. She said it was easy and great, easy to get on there, so that's good. I'm going to try that. Problem is, I really only have a functional Chinese bank account, so if they can't put money into a Chinese bank account, then I don't know, it's probably not even worth doing. I have an American account, but I have no way to get money out of it. That's a Highland coffee. There's another one there, but anyway. Yeah, you can see the Highland coffee there. It's got a good little view. I'm going to try the one on this side. It's upstairs from the Popeye. I'm going to eat at Popeye's first. Walk down to the park. Walk down there first and then come back up. Let's see what else. What other thought that I have? I'll tell you what. One thing I've always wanted to start doing is to do a travel in Asia channel on YouTube. And to be honest, I don't really know how to get that started at this point. But I was gonna try and actually just put it out there to you guys if anybody listening or watching knows how to handle that. I wanted to do that, and I wanted to put together a Kickstarter for that. It would be a small one, but I think it works. I think that works for that. You don't need to be getting $1 million on Kickstarter. If I can get a few $1,000s on Kickstarter, I don't know what to offer. If anybody has an idea, that'd be great. I end up traveling a lot, so I wish I had a camera that I could have really put together a video. I don't have that. So I have lots of stuff that I've taken on this trip, but I don't think it's going to make much for a show. But it might be enough to put on Kickstarter to show, here's the kind of idea I have for a show. That's really just, I don't know, I haven't put much thought into it, because every time I think about it, I'm like, I can't really do that. But I can't really do anything else right now, so I might as well put some effort into this while I'm sitting around thinking of nothing. I'm supposed to be starting classes next month, but they haven't given me a date yet. I'm not really sure that it's going to happen. I found out that the other teachers from my school have been doing classes all this month, so Frank just decided not to give me any. So that's one reason I said I'm not putting any stock in him. I did the left to do, but other than that, I'm not gonna push anything with him anymore. If he's already given classes away and not given them to me, I was the first teacher he had, and he's given it to the classes to other teachers. Okay, so he wants to keep those teachers. He doesn't want to keep me. So it's kind of like when you hear women who are in a relationship and they keep complaining about this thing their boyfriend does, and why doesn't he do what I wanted to? It's like he doesn't want to be in a relationship with me anymore. Yeah, take a hint. That's exactly right. So I'm just going to take a hint with Frank. He doesn't want me to work there anymore. He's not interested in keeping me. He feels obligated to say that. He does. But what he's actually doing when he does that is lying to me in a way that keeps me from going out and looking for another job. Because I actually have other prospects in Shenzhou. Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing. I got some money that I was doing some work on the side for another school in Shenzhou before I left. And they've never paid me. So You know, they may be out of business now, so maybe it's too late. But I'm gonna try and contact them and see if they can send me some money, or at least what they owe me. And if they don't, then I'll know not to work for them. Seems to be an epidemic among rich people of hiring people to do things and not having the money to pay them. So when it comes time to pay, they're like, oh, we don't really have the money. Okay, well, I don't really have to work for you then, I guess. Anyway, that's it. This is the park. This is the big, not big square, but this is the square in the historic district. And that's the park down there. It's very nice, very lovely, good tourist town, good historic center. I like that. Now I'm going to try and get the hell out of it. All right. Talk to you guys next week. I know this one ran long. This is about 3 videos that I've strung together. But I am out and about now, so it's had a lot to say, I guess. And a lot to complain about. Wish me luck getting this stupid visa done. It's just trouble at every turn. I do not understand how everybody can be so incompetent, stupid, crooks. I don't know which one explains all of this, but I mean, literally, when I get the thing back, I'll show you what it is. It's literally just put a stamp and ink, stick it in the on the paper, and then initial it. That's the end. The end. And they're doing it kind of automatically now because they know people can't leave. So why it would take 14 days when they've just been closed down for a month. And that's another thing. You know, I don't begrudge people getting their holidays, but if you were just closed for a month, stay open for the holiday. You know, here's a thought. You don't need another holiday. You just had a month off. Anyway, I'm gonna go. All right, talk to you guys later. Good luck to you guys. Let's everybody keep our fingers crossed, I guess.